Pranav, this chart looks like my mood during exams. So many ups and downs.
Yes, Ria, that's exactly where moving averages come in. They smooth out the entire chart and make sure you're able to identify the trend properly. Hi, I am Pranav VK, an NISM-certified trader and trainer, and you're watching Stockshaala by Kotak Securities. And in this video, we are going to cover one of the most popular and famous indicators that traders use around the globe, that is the moving averages.
So, what exactly is a moving average?
It's simple, Ria. It's the average closing price of the stock over a specific number of days, and it keeps updating as new prices come in. It helps you smooth out the noise and helps you identify the direction of the trend more clearly.
So, Pranav, moving average is the average closing price of a stock for a given number of days?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, got it. So, are there any variations of moving averages?
Yes, there are basically two main types of moving averages. One is the simple moving average, and the second one is the exponential moving average. Simple moving averages give equal weightage to all the candlesticks, and they are good for spotting overall trend direction. Exponential moving average, on the other hand, gives more weightage to recent prices and less weightage to older candles. They react faster to the price changes. They are preferred by intraday as well as swing traders.
So, Pranav, can you help me understand this concept of moving averages better by giving a real life example?
Sure, Ria. Think of it like this. A simple moving average is where I'm considering last 10 exams and giving equal weightage to each exam. Whereas exponential moving average is where I'm going to give more weightage to the most recent exam scores and less weightage to the previous exams. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Okay, I understood the example that you gave, but I'm wondering how traders actually use moving averages when they are trading.
That's a good question, Ria. Traders use moving averages for three different reasons. First, to identify trends. Second, as a dynamic support and resistance. And third, for identifying crossover signals. Identifying trends using moving averages is pretty straightforward. If the slope is upwards, then it is uptrend. Whereas the moving average slope is downwards, then it is a downtrend. Using moving averages like dynamic support and resistance. Price generally bounces off moving averages with value of 20, 50 as well as 200. Moving averages are also used as crossover signals. There are two types of crossover signals. One is the bullish crossover and the other one is the bearish crossover. In a bullish crossover, the shorter duration moving average crosses above the longer duration moving average, and that is what shows an upward trend, and it is called as a bullish crossover. But if the shorter duration moving average crosses below the longer duration moving average, then that is called as a bearish crossover.
So, Pranav, now that you have mentioned that there are different values of moving averages, which of them are most used by traders?
The most used moving averages are 20 exponential moving average, 50 simple moving average, as well as the 200 simple moving average. The 20 exponential moving average is used by short-term traders or intraday traders because it gives them the trend very quickly. Whereas 50 simple moving average and 200 simple moving average are used by swing traders or even investors. In fact, the 200 simple moving average is used to identify major bull or bear markets.
So, as a trader, I don't need to use all of them at the same time, right?
Absolutely not. You can start with one or two moving averages and then use it, test it out, and if it makes sense, go ahead with it. Otherwise, change them to see what suits best.
So far, you have told me what moving averages can do. Can you also help me understand what it cannot do?
Yes, Ria. So the important thing to remember is that moving averages are lagging indicators. They can tell you what has already happened, but they cannot predict the future. So it's important that you don't use them alone, but rather always combine them with volume, price as well as market structure. Now that we have discussed moving averages so much in detail, let me also show you on the charts how they look like and how we can use them. So here we have a simple candlestick chart of Nifty 50 index, and what I'm going to do is go to indicators and type moving average. Now different tools have different types of moving averages. I'm going to choose the simple moving average. And once I choose the simple moving average, you can see a line that is visible on top of the candlestick chart. I have to go to settings, and here is where I can choose what should be the value of my simple moving average. If I want 20, then I'm going to add the 20 moving average, and if I want it 50, I can change it to 50 or even the 200 moving average, for example. You can add multiple moving average on the same charts as well. So let me add 2 of them to show as an example. So first I added a 50-day moving average, and now let me add another one, and I'm going to go to settings and I'm going to add the 200 moving average as well. In fact, I can also change these colors to make things simpler. So all I have to do is again go to settings, choose the specific style and change the color. Now the white line is the 200 moving average, whereas the blue line is the 50-day moving average. And whenever the blue line crosses over the white line, that is when you know that the market is bullish. Whereas on the other hand, if the blue line crosses below the white line, that's when you know the market is bearish, or at least it's trying to go bearish.
So here's what I learned about moving averages. First, they show the average price over time. Second, simple moving averages are smooth and slower, whereas exponential moving averages faster and more reactive.
Correct.
Third, they help with trend direction, bounce zones and price action.
Perfectly said, Ria. In our next video, we are going to learn how to use moving averages for entries, momentum trades as well as pullbacks.
Finally, after learning about moving averages, I am excited to use it for my trading, not just admire them on my charts.
That's nice to hear, Ria. Like this video if you understood what moving averages are, and share it with somebody who is stuck in sideways movement. I am Pranav VK and you're watching Stockshaala by Kotak Securities, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.